I'm Garfield, technologist and founder of UpAtop. And for the last 5 years, we've been developing solutions, technology-based solutions within the life insurance space. And one thing that I've seen based on the data is that there's a very high attrition rate for those individuals who enter this particular industry within a 1-year period. Over 85% of them will no longer continue. And that for me, it's a fascinating number, but it's also a concerning number. And our focus over the last 5 years is to build these solutions to help agents increase their likelihood of success. I didn't plan to do anything within life insurance. For the last 28 years, I have been within the tech space, but my first 24 years of that 28, I worked for one of the largest technology-based companies, IBM, and led a whole host of teams there, but it got to a point where I wanted to do something on my own. But what I learned from IBM that I brought with me is just a passion for solving technical challenges. And one of the things that I feel is most valuable is our time. And it's all about finding ways to give people time back. And we do so with technology. So if I can provide a solution that saves you an hour a day, with that 1 hour, you can now do whatever it is you wish to do with it to make the best version of yourself, whether it's personal, whether it is working to develop yourself more from a professional perspective. Again, one of the mission statements for the company is giving people time back. So the way that I got involved in this space is got connected with an individual who led one of the largest marketing organizations in the US. This is back in, I think, 2020. And from that, relationship developed, and I was able to build some technology solutions to help this organization. And it's expanded to the point where I've now worked with distributors as well as insurance companies, carriers, to help build solutions that will make the initial onboarding, contracting journey for life insurance agent much simpler, much more efficient. So one of the things I've seen and experienced, as I mentioned about the high attrition rate, is some fundamental reasons why the attrition rate is high. The data speaks to it, but I've also heard it directly from some of these individuals who have not succeeded. And preparation, having clarity and awareness of what this industry is all about. Expectation, and that is having either someone, a mentor or someone who has gone through this, help you understand and be able to set the right expectation. And then the last thing is the ability to practice, to hone and define that skill that is truly required for you to be successful. So for me, those three things are not always there for that inexperienced individual going through, and because of it, after a few months of learning what it's all about, you then see this fall off, which again, 85% or so of those who start the process within a 1-year period, they're no longer there. So I'm not here to teach you how to become a life insurance agent. I'm not, so I can't. What I can do, however, is share my perspective of what I see is lacking that can help those individual agents who I would assume want to succeed, have a higher chance of success. And my perspective is different as a technologist, as someone who's seen the data, who's built the tools, who've heard from. I can share a side that the average experienced life insurance agent running an agency, marketing organization, distributor, doesn't have that. So it will give you something else that you can put together to help you make more informed decisions on how to make sure that you have the highest rate of success as you start out in this particular industry. And because of that, I'm going to create this podcast series. And I'm really excited about it. I've worked with a member of my team, Ainsley, who will be part of this series. And we've come up with a number of topics that we will be covering, and again, covering from a different perspective that I do believe you will be able to gain something from, helping you to figure out how best to navigate through this. We have been developing tools, solutions to address some of these gaps that we do see exist. So certainly we'll be highlighting some of those. But it's also, again, to show you what some of the challenges are and whether or not you use solutions that we will be creating or go off and find alternatives. As long as we can help increase your overall chance of success, we believe we will have done something very positive. I'm going to share and be honest and candid with you all. I am not going to sugarcoat things. Again, I cannot speak from the perspective of an agent, so I can't tell you how hard it is, how challenging it is. I can share what I've heard from others, but I can share what the data shows. And just being transparent and honest, I hope you will be able to gain from it something that will be helpful. In the first episode that you will be seeing, it's about setting expectations, and that's one of the things I had mentioned. What does it look like for the first year of someone going through this process? Depending on what you want to realize in terms of revenue, money is being generated, how much does it cost? How much time do you need to spend? What are the different things you may need to invest in? We will be covering some of those, and I believe you will be intrigued at, again, the perspective that I will be sharing. So looking forward to engaging with you all, and just really excited about what this series will offer to you all.